Have you ever heard someone say, if a woman leaves her husband, she must return the bride price? It's a common belief in Nigeria. But is it really backed by law? Let's talk about what the courts have actually said about bride price refund, and whether it's still legal to demand one.
In many Nigerian cultures, when a man marries a woman traditionally, he pays a bride price. Sometimes it's money, sometimes gifts, drinks, or livestock. It's a way to show appreciation to the bride's family and to formalize the marriage under customary law. But problems begin when that marriage ends. If the woman wants a divorce, or even if both agree to separate, families often ask, should the bride price be refunded? Some customs say yes, automatically. Others say it depends. And recently, Nigerian courts have been looking more closely at that. A real example is a case in Kagoma, Kaduna State. In 2024, a woman filed for divorce, and her husband demanded that before the court dissolves their marriage, she must refund the bride price that was paid years ago. But the court refused. The judge ruled that this practice of forcing a woman to refund bride price before she can be granted divorce is repugnant to natural justice, equity, and good conscience. That's legal language for saying it's unfair, and it goes against basic human decency. The court said marriage is not a business transaction where money must be returned if things don't work out. This woman had lived in that marriage for years, contributed to the home, raised children, and you can't put a price tag on that. So, the court dissolved the marriage without requiring any refund. Now, let's be clear. There is no section in the Marriage Act or the Matrimonial Causes Act that says a bride price must be refunded after divorce. Those laws mainly cover statutory marriages, not customary marriages. Bride price refund falls under customary law, which depends on the traditions of each ethnic group or community. However, under Nigerian law, any custom that is repugnant to natural justice, equity, and good conscience can be struck down by the courts. So even if a custom demands a refund, a judge can refuse to enforce it if it's unfair or demeaning to the woman. That said, some women do voluntarily refund the bride price, especially when the marriage was short, there were no children, or the woman just wants to cut all ties quickly. In some Islamic or Sharia marriages, there's a similar concept called khula, where a woman can request divorce and offer to return her bride price. But again, it depends on the system of marriage and the situation. Courts in Nigeria are now shifting away from customs that treat women unfairly. The idea is simple. Human dignity comes first. Marriage is supposed to be companionship, not a contract where one person buys the other. So, in modern legal thinking, forcing a woman to refund bride price after years of marriage, childbearing, or suffering is outdated and unjust.